Alrighty. Hello, all the Dynamite fans out there. I am back with the incredible Tim Seeley, and today we are talking about something very exciting, a little brand new Kickstarter that is launching today at 3. We're also going to be live later when that launch happens, but wanted to bring Tim back on so we can talk about it a little bit because he is one of the incredible writers who are working on this brand new Vampirella book. It's Vampirella Black, White, and Red, or Black, White, and Blood. There's so many titles with black, white, and red. I gotta remind myself, no, it's blood because it's Vampirella. Duh. Of
course.
But yes, it's Vampirella Black, White, and Blood, a brand new book that's getting its very own Kickstarter campaign. So, Tim, you're one of the main writers, and you're also working with Steve Orlando and Mirka Andolfo. So, you want to talk a little bit about the origins of the project?
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially sort of an anthology. It's led by Mirka and her studio, which she shares with her husband David, and they have a great group of artists in there. And this is a sort of it's a chance for Mirka to sort of lead some of these studio artists and give them a chance to draw cool stuff. So that includes Zulema Lavina, who is the artist on my story. Who is somebody I'd worked before. She drew my Hexware series for Image, and basically my relationship with David and Mirka is whatever they want to do, I'll do it. That's so they asked me to write them a short. I also wrote one recently for her studio for Black, White, and Pink, which is her other anthology series with her character Paprika. And so I wrote them up a fun story that I thought Zulema would draw the hell out of, and I was right. It looks really cool. She did awesome stuff using the limitations of the story are black and white and red, so no other colors. And so we tried to create something that really played up the use of those colors, and I think Zulema drew an awesome story with it.
Like, did everyone get to pick who their artist was going to be?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was just assumed Zulema and I would do something together because we had done Hexware together, and so as far as I know, she was there from the beginning. But I definitely wrote it towards her with, thinking I know how she draws, I know how she approaches stuff. So I know she draws stuff really, really elegantly, and she draws stuff really sexy, but not necessarily like, it's not all bodacious babe kind of stuff. It's some more subtle, erotic kind of stuff. And so that's what I leaned onto with her. And I think we made a story that perfectly captures that style.
Are you allowed to talk about what the story is specifically, or do we want to save it for when people get their book?
Yeah, our story is actually sort of a reverse of the usual. It's a group of vampires who are stuck out in a rural area, and so it's sort of told from their perspective as Vampirella starts to hunt them. So they're, because they're vampires, and that's kind of what Vampirella does. And so it's very much a sort of a reverse perspective on it. What would it be like to be one of these creatures of the night when Vampirella is coming for you?
That's really cool. Have you gotten to see what the covers are going to be? Because we've got Jay Lee's cover, we got Mirka's cover, we have Joseph Michael Linzer. We have several covers going for this one.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it, but or maybe I saw the one on the Kickstarter launch. But yeah, great stuff. Excited. I think the using the black, white, red as a cover element as well makes it, restrictions on design tend to force you to do cool stuff. So that's what it looks like to me, and I'm excited to see them.
Before I totally forget to mention it, if people want to alert themselves of when it officially launches, it launches today. But if you still want to follow the campaign, the link is in the description below. So I think we should also bring up what else people can expect from this Kickstarter, because I think you can, I believe you can buy a specific cover, but you can get all 4. But there's also like the black and whites, and there's signed ones too, correct?
Oh, I don't know. I just wrote a story and I was like, awesome. That was my. That's usually, and I saw the art. But yeah, I know Download usually makes cool Kickstarters and people get lots of cool stuff. So.
My brain froze for a second.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I don't know what the prizes are, but yeah, I'm sure it's cool stuff, and I hope people get a book and some fun stuff for themselves.
But I know that's what it usually is. Like I know after seeing, Dynamite likes to do every single kind of cover that we can think of.
Yeah.
And I think that's a cool option that people want, like specific black and whites, or there's versions. But I do believe there's also going to be CGC versions of the books, that there's different levels that people can pick up.
Sounds good.
And then as far as stretch goals go, I know the first one, if we get to 25,000, they get a really cool Vampirella trading card.
Nice. Yeah, I've done a few of the other Dynamite Kickstarters for the Elvira books and stuff, and I always get cool stuff.
Like, when you start a Kickstarter project, like how long is it? Like, do you have to keep it a secret from people, or are you allowed to be a little bit more open with it? Like,
oh, I don't. I mean, I try not to run them personally. Mm-hmm. I like to make stuff, and I think the Kickstarter is a great way to get things in front of people as a pre-order. I think that's the great thing about it. So a book like this, which is something, you're doing something outside the normal sort of system. So it allows you to do a pre-order. It's something you're going to make anyway, which I think is the best way to do a Kickstarter. If you're trying to get something that you weren't going to make, you're trying to get the money to do it, it doesn't really work. Getting something you were going to make anyway, having people pre-order it, they can participate. I think that's a cool way to do it. But yeah, personally, I hate running these things. I just want to make stuff. I don't want it.
Right. You make the thing, and then everyone else, Dynamite handles the rest of it.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, absolutely. Because not a thing for me, I always feel weird if I put out a Kickstarter link and then my 78-year-old aunt is like, oh, do you need money? It's like, no, this is pre-order for a book. We're good. so I like it. Dynamite is able to go straight to the fans and do this their way.
Have we met? I think before I might have said this already, but before we totally forgot, it is just it's a Kickstarter exclusive, right? It's just.
Well, I don't know. I assume usually these are put in a store eventually, but I don't know. That's not the. I know about the story. That's about the extent of my knowledge of stuff. But yeah, but I'm sure the details are on the Kickstarter.
I think I'm remembering it correctly, because if it's a Kickstarter exclusive, this is the only way people can get this book. So if they really, really want it, check out the Kickstarter. Even if it's just one specific copy, this is the way to get it. I don't think we're gonna have a commercial version of it.
Okay,
that's gonna come out. But sometimes isn't it a little bit cool? Like you get like when you're a part, like it's a very special project. You can only get it through one way. It's like you're part of a secret club. And like if you're a super Vampirella fan, and you join this little community, it's like, oh, then I get something special.
Yeah, I think that's a bonus of the Kickstarter system. It's a fan forward.
Do all the writers tell each other what kind of stories they're going to be, or did you tell America and Steve what story your story was, or is it just like a surprise when it comes all together?
I don't think. I mean, I know Steve. We talk all the time. I don't think we talk about it. So I don't really know. I mean, I know Steve will do something cool. It'll be sexy and weird and dark like mine will. So. He and I share an aesthetic, but I was just going to get the book and read it. That was my plan. So,
simple as that. Was there anything else you wanted to share about the Kickstarter? Because I think I had all my questions answered.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's just it's a cool book. I'm glad I got to do a story. I'm always happy to work with America and Zalema and David and Dynamite. So I think it'll be a cool project and lots of fun, and hopefully you get some good stuff out of it. And more importantly, I hope you get a cool comic that you enjoy.
Awesome. So yeah, as quick as that was, that was really sweet. So thank you, Tim. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's watching right now, and really please check out the Kickstarter. We go live today, 3 p.m. Eastern. Check out the live stream when that comes on, and thank you for watching. Thank you to Tim. Thanks for helping make a brand new Vampirella comic that we're so excited to share with everybody. So yeah, like you said, I hope everyone checks it out. I hope everyone enjoys it. All right, thank you again, everyone. I hope everyone has a great day too.
All right.
Okay, if we're still live, I didn't think he was. We might have had technical glitch, but anyway, everyone have a great day. See y'all soon.